storm continues to pound much of the bluegrass region, now creeping farther to the south. We've got the latest on the snow and ice just ahead.
And we're live in Laurel County where they're preparing for their first ice storm in years.
The ice is impacting central and eastern Kentucky right now. We have live team coverage monitoring conditions across our region.
WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good evening. Stay indoors. That is the message tonight from state and city leaders. An ice storm moves through the state. Freezing rain is still falling in parts of the region.
And temperatures are steadily dropping. Road conditions are getting treacherous and will cause problems for those of you who have to get to work in the morning. We have live First Alert weather team coverage tonight in central, southern, and eastern Kentucky, monitoring the roads right now. We continue our First Alert weather day with WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Yeah, guys, the ice really pounding down across the bluegrass region. As we were talking earlier this evening, you could start to see some of the ice showing up on the cams. Well, look at this. This is the view from the Avenue of Champions near the campus of the University of Kentucky in Lexington. Look at the ice that is showing up on those 4 different cams. They're all in the same location, just looking at different directions on the roadway there. But boy, those icicles are showing up. We've picked up roughly a quarter to a third of an inch of ice accretion or accumulation so far on the trees here in Lexington. We've actually picked up about 0.6 of an inch of pure freezing rain falling so far on the day, and it is still falling. 29 Lexington, temperatures dropping again, and with those 20s settling back into the region, and the water that's on the roadways, that's going to freeze up, and then we're going to switch this over to a period of some sleet and freezing rain and snow as expected coming up a little later tonight. Ice storm warning continues to the north of that. It is a winter storm warning. The temperature trend is back down after a little blip toward 31 Lexington a few hours ago, down to 29 and 47 still Harlan. Southeastern Kentucky, the colder air is on the way. First Alert Radar Network is tracking everything falling from the sky. The majority of what is out there, though, has been in freezing rain form with just a touch of some sleet on the northern edge of this. Even where it's been showing snow for the better part of the day, it has been in freezing rain form. Bluegrass region, some sleet being reported into Georgetown and parts of Frankfort now. That is putting a coating of sleet down on top of the freezing rain. We've had some power outages across parts of the region. We had reports of transformers that were blowing and lighting up the sky across the city of Louisville a little earlier tonight with quite a bit of ice in those areas. Now that freezing line, by the way, is getting into parts of south central Kentucky. Hey, south central, southeastern Kentucky later tonight, tomorrow with another wave of precipitation. That's going to be when you have the best opportunity for the ice storm. Additional moisture back across the western part of the state going to continue. Look at the future radar through 3 o'clock in the morning. This tries to build in one more batch of freezing rain with a touch of sleet before then we start to focus this across the southern half of the state as we go into the day tomorrow. You can see how those waves are coming. So guys, we're continuing to watch the freezing rain, the sleet, and the snow, trying to make that transition to a little more sleet and freezing rain from north to south. We'll touch on that and got to look ahead, too, because we got a lot of action over the next week, including the possibility of another winter storm. That's in 15.
All right, Chris, thank you. A dangerous night ahead for us. And speaking of that freezing rain, it continues here in Lexington.
Take a look at this picture near UK's campus. Ice now covering trees, grass, and power lines. WKYT Shelby Lofton continues our First Alert weather team coverage live in Hamburg. Shelby, are the roads slick yet?
Well, Sam and Amber, it was really wet pretty much all evening here in Hamburg. Up until about an hour ago, we've been walking out here. This blacktop, the streets have really changed to ice. They're very, very slippery, whereas before they were just wet. Now, thankfully, it seems a lot of people have been following those warnings from officials to stay home. Not a lot of cars on the road, and that'll likely be the same situation for tomorrow. Fayette County Public Schools announced in an email that more time will be given to complete assignments tomorrow if there are issues with internet and power. All city offices not involved in weather-related work will now open at 11 tomorrow morning. Garbage pickup scheduled for tomorrow has been postponed to Monday. We've seen Kentucky utilities crews out working all evening. The people we did talk to are all from out of town. They said they saw a few wrecks on the interstate, and from the looks of their cars, it is very icy driving through the state.
It went from deep snow to a little sleet, and then freezing rain. The only good thing was the highway wasn't frozen, but all the trees and everything, grass, ice.
Kentucky was fine until we got maybe about an hour south of here, and then the temperature just started dropping and getting pretty nasty. Side of the roads are all iced up. Roads are clear, but the ice is on the side pretty good.
And I've been keeping an eye on power outages maps for you. We do know Lexington Police has 5 portable inverters ready to go. But again, this blacktop has turned into black ice, so take it easy tomorrow if you have to be on the roads. We're live in Lexington. Shelby Lofton, WKYT.
Shelby, thank you. A reminder tonight about several vaccination sites closed tomorrow. Governor Beshear announced the regional sites run by Kroger will be closed. Those sites are in Lexington, Covington, and Bowling Green. Kroger officials will contact people about rescheduling the appointments. UK canceled all vaccination appointments at Kroger Field today. They have not said if they will do the same tomorrow. All canceled appointments are rescheduled for Monday. We're expecting power outages tonight across the state. You're looking at Kentucky Utilities' outage map. Right now, about 7,000 customers in the state are without power. There's a large outage off Mason-Headley Road in Lexington. About 600 customers are without power. That number is expected to increase as more ice forms on power lines. Crews are prepared to respond to try to get the power restored quickly. Ice is covering much of central Kentucky. This is a picture out of Frankfort. You can see the tree is just frozen. Roads there are very wet. Looks like the same in Woodford County. A viewer taking this picture in Versailles. The rain quickly freezing. This one is from Nicholasville. You can't see outside of the window because of the frozen ice. And in Harrison County, no different. Ice is covering trees, grass, and fences there as well.
Well, the storm is taking aim at Madison County. Emergency officials say they are prepared, but are asking people to be careful on the roads if they have to be out. WKYT Shelby Smithson is live for us in Richmond, tracking road conditions there. Good evening, Shelby.
Well, the rain has really started to pick up in the last couple of hours. We've seen road signs and tree branches starting to get that coating of ice on them. But fortunately, I checked back in with Dustin Heiser with Madison County Emergency Management, and he says so far there are still no reports of any car crashes or really any major problem areas on the roadways. But even so, first responders have been preparing for the worst.
They make sure they have some warm clothes, and flashlights are charged, and our vehicles are filled up with gas, and take steps like that so they can prepare for what could be a long night.
Their typical winter weather calls are car crashes due to bad road conditions, but officers also help essential medical personnel get to and from work, as well as going on medication runs for people in need, all while monitoring roads and calling in any problem spots.
If they see something, they just notify the road department, and they get there and can take care of it. So it's a team effort.
As the winter weather continues, it's that same team effort that will serve the community in case any power outages happen or emergency shelters are needed, while also keeping the pandemic in mind.
We are working through some situations of, not trying to have mass sheltering. So the Red Cross is looking at other potential options to communicate and have sheltering, yet maybe not in a mass building or something like that.
Now, if power outages start to become a major issue or those emergency shelters are needed, Heiser says they will keep people updated through their social media accounts and media outlets. Live in Richmond, Shelby Smithson, WKYT.
Shelby, thank you. Now, let's take a look at the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet map. It shows what road crews are doing right now. Areas in purple mean crews are treating the road, so you can see there's a lot of work being done right there. In orange, like Lexington, means crews are spot treating, and areas in yellow, like Richmond, indicate crews are patrolling. Parts of eastern Kentucky are getting in on the freezing rain right now. These pictures are out of Mount Sterling. Ice blanketing cars and trees there, too. It's the same situation for folks over in Rowan County.
WKYT's Chad Hedrick is in Moorhead, where emergency crews there are ready to respond.
Well, crews here in District 9 and all across Kentucky really have their work cut out for them tonight and into tomorrow morning as they're dealing with freezing rain, the sleet, the snow, really everything wintry that Mother Nature can throw at them. Here in Moorhead, the freezing rain started around 5:30 this evening, and ice buildup on trees, signs, and other surfaces was really noticeable within 30 minutes. Road crews are working in 12-hour shifts, trying to get as ahead as they can, but it could get to the point where temperatures get so cold after the storm passes, salt doesn't even work. And officials tell me roads are definitely not going to be 100% in the morning.
You know, I want to make it clear that our crews are going to be out treating roads all night long. But with the precipitation continuing, with ice, with snow on the back end, roadways will not be clear in the morning.
The good news is this system is not expected to be like the 2009 storm, which is the last time this area really saw a significant ice event. Crews had to actually go back and study up on that storm to prepare to handle this one.
You know, we kind of went over some of the history of what happened, and it helps us be better prepared. So, yeah, I mean, we do look at, you know, those past events as places that, you know, we've learned some things and we know going into this event how to do things better.
Now, a fresh road crew will come in at midnight to take over for the crew that's out right now, and they will maintain this 12-hour cycle with crews into Thursday, and really as long as they have to until these roads are clear. In Moorhead, Chad Hedrick, WKYT.
And the way emergency crews respond to roads is based on a priority system. Interstates, parkways, and routes to hospitals are at the top of that list. Well, Southern Kentucky won't see the freezing rain until the early morning hours.
Laurel County has not seen an ice storm like this in many years, but deputies say they are prepared. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is live tonight in London, continuing our First Alert weather team coverage. Phil?
Well, Sam and Amber, we're located just off of Interstate 75's exit 41. A lot of businesses and restaurants behind me. And for the most part, it's been a pretty normal night here, giving a lot of people extra time to get supplies as they prepare for what may happen overnight and into tomorrow. People getting ready to isolate themselves once again, like they've done many times during the pandemic, but for this, a much different reason.
The ice storm? Yeah. Not looking forward to it.
Wayne Reynolds was stocking up to stay put. His fingers crossed he won't lose power. Because of the pandemic, his home is also his office.
Real big concern right now because a lot of power lines can end up going down tonight. So, getting a lot of canned things, but I still have some frozen things.
He and many others packed local stores to plan not to venture out. A plan local police say is a good one.
There's no vehicle that we know of that goes good on ice. We've got four-wheel drive cruisers. They don't go good on ice.
Traffic on I-75, especially southbound between the exits, was light Wednesday night. Navigating through an ice storm could be treacherous.
We have an ice storm coming in, so hopefully everybody will be able to, be able to get to work. There's no ambulances that'll hopefully be stuck. So I'm just hoping everybody's safe out there.
And it has been many years since Laurel County has seen a significant ice storm. In fact, it's been like the 1990s, the mid-1990s. People say they hope that that doesn't happen now, but if it happens, they say they are ready to help the community get through it. Live in Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Phil, thank you. And here is what all that ice can do. Just in the last 10 minutes or so, our partners at the Herald Leader captured this image. It is a tree down. This is at Jefferson near Maryland Streets. That's near downtown, kind of off of Main Street, down near Rupp Arena. That tree completely blocking the road. It is a reminder to be safe. And if you can see a little bit in that, you can see some of those power lines have come down with that tree as well. Chris, a perfect example of what we're talking about tonight, of what can happen.
Yeah, and you can see the power pole laying in the road as well. And if you see that, by the way, something that happens similar to where you are, do not touch any of the lines. Obviously, get as far away as you can because those may be live wires. But we are seeing the weight of that ice now on trees and power lines taking a toll. We're going to track more freezing rain into the overnight just ahead.
The goal for schools, get students back into the classrooms.
We feel pressure to figure out how to help these kids when it's very different than normal.
Get an inside look at one district's ever-changing lesson plan. Thursday at 6 on WKYT.
Hey, Kentucky, it's time to wake up.
Because what's going on here at home matters.
We focus less on national and more on standing for you. So when you're ready to wake up, watch WKYT This Morning.
The Professional Bull Riders Pendleton Whiskey Velocity Tour returns for an all-new 2021 season. Watch as riders from around the country face the world's most ferocious bulls. Join us for the Lexington Invitational February 19th and 20th at Rupp Arena. Social distancing and masks required. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or PBR.com. Get them while you can and find out what it means to be cowboy.
No matter the times, Paul Miller Ford is committed to giving you a 5-star customer service experience. That's why we have Paul Miller Direct, where you can shop from the comfort and convenience of your home. We'll even come to you to appraise your trade. You can complete the paperwork online, so you never have to set foot in a dealership. Paul Miller Direct is the best way to buy a vehicle. Make the journey of your life more convenient and drive happy. Visit paulmillerford.com to get started.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in how we support our communities, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Welcome to the 100% not exhausting Haverty's mattress buying experience. Because sometimes just getting through the day can feel like running a marathon. So when you decide to invest in a new mattress, you want it to be easy. Our knowledgeable sales consultants can help you find a great night's sleep. And right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets, plus 0% interest and a free gift worth up to $300. At Haverty's, we want to make buying a mattress as comfortable as our furniture.
We continue with our ice storm that is blowing into the region, and it continues to do so. Icy conditions now taking a toll on some trees, some power lines. You were seeing that large tree in downtown Lexington taking out power poles and some lines, and we're getting that ice accretion or accumulation that continues to increase. This is a view from Avenue of Champions, and we've got so many traffic cams across the city that look just like this, but this was the one that just gives us the crisp view of those icicles that are showing up now into Lexington at 29 degrees with freezing rain continuing to fall and with a bit of a wind that is blowing out there. It just doesn't take much wind to blow everything around a little bit in terms of those ice cake trees that we're seeing. Now, a lot of folks are saying, all right, weather dude, how are we getting freezing rain to fall? How is it raining when it is 25 degrees, 29 degrees, or what have you? Here's a good illustration from the cloud to the ground where we live, all right? If it is 32 degrees from the cloud all the way to the ground, you're going to get snow. If you've just got a little bit of some warmer air, then you're going to get it on some sleet. But what we have been seeing here is a setup where we've had much more in the way of some warmer air above our heads, yet here at the ground, it has been below 32 degrees, so we're getting freezing rain. Now, if we had it above 32 from the cloud to the ground, like southern Kentucky, you're getting plain old rain out of that. Sleet is okay. Freezing rain, not so much. Sleet, you can get some traction. You can stop on that. Icy roads, bridges, overpasses, like what we're seeing developing now across the Lexington Metro, that is where you do not get traction. And I think we had, off the top of the show, one of the gentlemen said there isn't a car made that can make it across ice. And that is exactly right. That is why ice is the worst possible thing that we could deal with. Now, this ice storm warning continues in effect tonight for the Lexington area, south and southeast. Winter storm warning where we've had a touch of sleet mixing in with the freezing rain just to our north. And northern Kentucky had 2 or 3 inches of snow out of this around Covington. They've picked up in Covington over a foot of snow since Sunday, I believe. Absolutely nuts. So here you go with that cold air that is bleeding in. Look at Somerset, 34, yet down the road in London, 41. So that cold is crashing on in. And as soon as it gets in there, we're going to switch that over to a period of freezing rain across southern Kentucky. As I mentioned off the top of the show, you look at the colors on here, we got them all for you. It's just the radar is trying to say, I think it's sleet here. I think this is freezing rain. I think this, well, none of this is really snow. Most of this is in freezing rain form, even to the south of Lexington into Richmond. But the radar says, no, it's rain. No, it's freezing rain. Here you go with the sleet trying to get into the metro right now. That's a good thing. We want to get sleet in here because that cuts down on the freezing rain accumulation on the bridges, overpasses, the power lines, and the trees. Look at this big slug of juice that is coming in behind that. And I was looking at one of the short-term models that was really doing a pretty good job so far in trying to develop one more line of some hefty totals into the overnight. So we've got that ice storm for much of the region. We're seeing the tree damage, some of those power outs right now. And then the farther north, we've had the sleet and the snow. And travel issues are going to continue. Southern Kentucky, listen, you're right now above freezing. Tomorrow morning, it's a different story. And then you've got a separate wave of freezing rain that will impact southern and southeastern Kentucky tomorrow. Oh, by the way, there could be some freezing rain around on Saturday with some light snow, and then another winter storm with freezing rain, sleet, and snow Sunday night, Monday, and Tuesday.
Well, I said this earlier, Chris Bailey. We just need to take it day by day, but at least Mother Nature is going to give us a brief break before the next punch.
A very small one, and I'll look at that 7-day forecast, and I think I'll sleep in March.
All right. Thank you, I think. Founder of Hustler magazine says he fought for free speech, what he told WKYT years ago. Next.
Millions of customers.
Hey, Paula. Hi, John. I hear your interior design firm has been having some internet issues.
We do a lot of online design consultations, and our internet lags a lot.
It makes for very frustrated clients.
You should switch to Spectrum Business. You get fast internet at a great low price. 200 megabits per second for $49.99 a month. You can add business phone for $19.99 a month.
That is half of what we pay now.
Until they add in the hidden fees.
Spectrum Business has no hidden fees. What you see is what you pay. Call 855-343-1818.
Okay, wait. It has to be reliable.
Spectrum Business has over 99.9% network reliability. And you can add wireless internet backup for constant connectivity, even if the power goes out.
Ooh.
All right, that's impressive.
What's even more impressive is the value. 200 megabits per second for $49.99 a month, and add business phone for just $19.99 a month. Call 855-343-1818 today.
Everyone's buzzing about buying local. With the recent bee shortage, I'm keeping a colony of bees right in my backyard. The bees that made this honey were cared for and given the attention they needed. That's why UK Federal Credit Union should be your local bank.
The President's Day blowout sale at Suff's Furniture ends on Tuesday. Hurry in and save up to 65% off, plus up to 72 months special financing. And the first 30 customers on Saturday and Monday get a free cherry pie. This Lazy Boy recliner, sale price $349. These are the lowest prices of the year. All Stickley furniture, 40% off. Lift chairs, sale price $695. Save up to $400 on Sealy mattress, $500 on Tempur-Pedic, and $800 on Stearns & Foster mattress. Suff's Furniture, Rugs, and Mattresses President's Day sale ends Tuesday. Suff's will not be undersold.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Kroger, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
At Queener Law, we only handle car wreck cases. Don't get just any lawyer. Get a car wreck lawyer. And remember, at Queener Law, the advice and consultation are always free. Visit us at queenerlaw.com.
Tonight, the world is remembering Magoffin County native Larry Flint.
He turned Hustler magazine into an adult entertainment empire while championing First Amendment rights. He became a target for the religious right and feminist groups. Back in 2004, he sued the city of Lexington, which tried to stop the opening of his Hustler Hollywood porn shop.
But I would like to be remembered as having fought to expand the parameters of free speech. I can't think of a more noble goal.
Larry Flint died of heart failure. He was 78 years old.
New details tonight about a crash that killed a Mercer County soccer coach. The Boyle County Sheriff's Office says Garrett Stark died yesterday. We first told you about this last night at 11. Today, deputies say he crashed into the back of a garbage truck on US 127 in Danville. Stark was the head coach of the boys soccer team at Mercer County High. The superintendent says counselors are at the school for students and staff.
Sports is next. Lee K, the UK women's basketball team, set to host Tennessee tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's right, Sam. Wildcats were embarrassed in Knoxville just a few weeks ago. They'll be playing for some revenge on Thursday. Plus, hear why John Calipari wants his team to hit bunts and singles and not worry about the home runs. That's next in sports.
Don't miss Ashley Home Store's President's Day weekend sale. Friday through Monday only. Save up to 25% off store-wide. Plus 0% interest for 12 months. Or get 0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase and no money down. 4 days only at Ashley Home Store.
Every single child born with brain damage deserves a chance to have their file looked at by our firm for free.
WKYT celebrates Black History Month. Isaac Murphy, the first jockey to ride 3 Kentucky Derby winners. Sponsored by McDonald's.
For 4 days only at Ashley Home Store's President's Day weekend sale. Save up to 30% off on doorbusters, like this sofa, now only $3.99. Plus, get 0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase and no money down. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
Closed captioning on WKYT is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank.
Friday night's Mega Millions jackpot is $82 million.
Washington, Lincoln, Grant, Jackson, Franklin. They're all invited to the President's Day sale at P-Rats. Save up to 50% off, then get up to an additional 20% off. And up to 5 years interest-free. Build an America Amana top-load washer with agitator. Don't pay $5.99, just $4.49 and in-stock. Doorbuster Serta Queen memory foam mattress, $2.99. In-stock blue 2-piece sectional, $7.99 doorbuster while they last.
Nobody beats P-Rats. Hey, it's Deanne Stevens. I'm here with Lisa Innenbach of 25 again, where a better you begins inside. Lisa, what does that mean?
That means changing that body chemistry inside so that you can lose 30 pounds in 30 days. You're sleeping again. You've got that energy back. You feel like yourself, and now's the time. You're going to get a VIP assessment for just $99. And the first 20 callers will get a free B12 shot, one a month for an entire year.
You can call the number on your screen or check them out online at 25again.com.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Spicy buffalo, creamy ranch, bready bread. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
If you get injured, do you really want the insurance company deciding how much money is fair for you and your family?
Call Hughes and Coleman.
We'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve. If you want maximum compensation, 800-800-4600.
Happy Baby here again at Surplus Sales. We have laminate starting at just 69 cents per square foot with free underlayment. Now that will make you happy, like me. Surplus Sales in Corbin, Kentucky.
Your right time is personal, but at Ageless, great results are universal. We've helped thousands meet their weight loss goal. Call right now for your free consultation and receive $100 off your lifetime membership.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on News Radio 630 WLAP.
Kentucky's 13th loss may have been the most disappointing and encouraging of the season, with the Cats just seconds away from snapping a 3-game losing skid. Unlike in previous games, the team played well in the final minutes, taking a 1-point lead with 14 seconds to play. John Calipari said that his players played like a team instead of trying to make the home run play.
We're looking for singles and bunts. I don't need home runs. We're not capable of hitting home runs. So let's not. Let's just do all the bunts and great screens and execution and everybody do their thing together. Like I said after the game, hard for me to be mad. I wanted to win the game. I'll look at the stuff down the stretch to see how I feel. But the reality of it is the team fought and they executed and they threw daggers today. Finally, guys threw daggers.
Now, on Monday, John Calipari announced on his radio show that Terrence Clark would miss another 4 weeks with an ankle injury, likely ending his season. The freshman guard was wearing a walking boot last night on the bench, and after the game, Cal doubled down on the speculation that Clark may be sitting out for other reasons.
I need everybody to listen and our fans to listen. The medical people, I'm not going to be specific of what's wrong, but he has an injury that he cannot play. So everybody on this team, he cried. I cried because he's out another 4 weeks. So it's not like anybody doesn't want to play. He was supposed to be our best player. We haven't had him.
And on Saturday, Bruce Pearl and the Auburn Tigers come to Lexington. The Cats and the Tigers tip it off at 1 o'clock. Right here on WKYT. The Kentucky women's team has revenge on their minds as they prepare for tomorrow night's game against Tennessee. The Wildcats suffered a 17-point loss in Knoxville just about 2 weeks ago. Kentucky's had a full week now to prepare for the Lady Vols, and Coach Kyra Elsie believes the extra time off will be beneficial.
One, when you have time to rest, reset, and come in with a focused mind and a rested body. But as far as the team, they're competitors. And like I said at the beginning, we did not have our best showing in Knoxville. That's, of course, always in the back of all of our minds. But, the things that we did not do the first time, we talked about, those are all things that we can fix. And those are things that we have been addressing day in and day out of practice.
And that game is at 7 o'clock in Rupp Arena. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Mix 94.5.
This Valentine's Day, shop the Castle's biggest sale ever.
Sterling silver floating heart necklaces, 67% off, just $39. Diamond stackable rings, retail $640. Castle price only $279.
Don't miss this sale.
Shop 11 Castle locations of thecastlejewelry.com.
Tomorrow when you wake up, WKYT will get you where you need to go with live drive traffic on WKYT This Morning. Brought to you by Morgan & Morgan.
Furniture World Superstore celebrates their 50th year with a President's Day sale like no other. Low holiday prices on Kentucky's biggest and best furniture and mattress selection. Beautiful looks for every room. Unmistakable style. All at historic savings. Plus, enjoy no interest for up to 48 months. It's a President's Day sale not to be missed. Going on now at Furniture World Superstore. Celebrating 50 years in Kentucky.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
Hello, I'm Franklin Graham. We've got a new year in front of us, 2021, and new opportunities. But for many, we've got the same old problem. There's that emptiness in your heart, and you've been trying to fill it with drugs and alcohol and sex and everything else, but it just doesn't work. You've been searching, but you don't even know what you're searching for. God is the only one who can fill that vacuum. If you've never trusted his son, Jesus Christ, as your Savior, do that today. You see, Jesus took our sins. He died on the cross. He was buried, and God raised him to life. And he can come into your heart and change you and forgive you. Just pray this prayer with me right now. Just say, God, I'm a sinner. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I believe Jesus is your son, and I want to trust him today as my Savior. I want to invite him to come into my life and take control. If you prayed that prayer, call that number that's on the screen. Do it right now. Call that number. Someone's willing to speak with you right now. Call that number. God bless.
The President's Day blowout sale at Suff's Furniture ends on Tuesday. Hurry in and save up to 65% off, plus up to 72 months special financing. And the first 30 customers on Saturday and Monday get a free cherry pie. This Lazy Boy recliner sale price $349. These are the lowest prices of the year. All Stickley furniture 40% off. Lift chairs sale price $695. Save up to $400 on Sealy mattress, $500 on Tempur-Pedic, and $800 on Stearns & Foster mattress. Suff's Furniture, Rugs, and Mattresses President's Day sale ends Tuesday. Suff's will not be undersold.
Join us for the Lexington Invitational February 19th and 20th at Rupp Arena. Social distancing and masks required. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or PBR.com and find out what it means to be cowboy.
Sometimes just getting through the day can feel like running a marathon. So we make buying a mattress easy with up to $500 off Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets, plus 0% interest and a free gift worth up to $300. At Haverty's, we make buying a mattress as comfortable as our furniture.
This Valentine's Day, shop the Castle's biggest sale ever.
Diamond stud earrings, 44% off, just $79. Half-carat diamond bridal sets, retail $19.99, Castle price $8.95.
Don't miss this sale.
Shop 11 Castle locations of thecastlejewelry.com.
We continue with our ice storm. This is a live look at one of the traffic cams in Lexington from Maple Leaf Man of War. Look at that. We're starting to see a little bit of some slush showing up on the roads right now with the ice storm warning that continues across the region. The ice buildup is continuing as well as we got more in the way of some freezing rain targeting central Kentucky, and that is sinking on to the south. That's taking down some trees. Again, this picture from downtown Lexington of this large tree down, taking power lines and a couple of power poles with it, and we may see some similar scenes playing out like that. Of course, we'll be here with you all night long with updates as needed, and tomorrow morning at 4:30 on WKYT.